Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just this guy, and welcome to my Europa Universalis 4 Let's Play as none other than the great and the glorious Chavchuveny. What? I hear you ask. This Chavchuveny, a small Siberian tribe in the middle of nowhere. So, hello. It's been a while since I've played this game, in fact, and I'm here in the Christmas holidays in festive spirit, drinking beer and eating meat and playing my favourite game. Life is good. So, I thought I'd revisit this nation because it is one of my favourite nations to play as. I played it years ago, back when EU4 was quite new, and made quite a well-received AAR out of it. So now I'm upgrading into the digital age, into the 21st century, with a live broadcast from my Sleepy Hollow in London. So, what's the state of play here? What's going on? Why are we here? So, Chavchuveny, in fact, all of these four nations are Siberian tribes, and they have the unique characteristic of being utter garbage, in the most literal sense of the word. No offense to any Siberians, but I mean the quality of these nations is very poor because they are, after all, small Siberian tribes at the literal edge of the world. They have some of the worst tech in the game. They have no money. They have no manpower. They have no real ability to expand because if you expand slowly and surely east, you will meet the Manchu tribes who will immediately gobble you up because they will be much bigger and stronger. And of course, there is always the looming, lurking threat of Russia marching its way across Siberia and gobbling you up without a second thought. So they're a very fun and challenging nation to play as, and so our goal here is to forge a great Siberian empire that will stand the test of time and stand astride the world and make all men and women tremble at our might, or something like that, or just surviving. We'll see how it goes. So at the start of the game, there are some opening moves we need to make. The game has changed considerably since I last played in this region. Particularly, we have these things called institutions. Previously, Chavchuveny and their ilk had this tech group, the Chinese tech group, which made all their technologies more expensive until they went through a westernization process, which was rather ahistorical and just not very fun. So they've replaced it with institutions. Basically, there are various institutions, hallmarks of civilization that will pick up as the game progresses, and if you don't pick them up, your technology costs more. So in the start of the game, there is feudalism as an institution, which we don't have because we are a tribe. So we our technology costs are 50% more expensive just to begin with. In fact, they're even worse because we have the worst government type in the game. We have a Siberian clan council, which Oh, my bad. I take that back. This government used to give us extra technology costs. It no longer does. It merely limits our institutional spread, so it is nowhere near as bad as it used to be. So that's wonderful. So anyway, basically we don't have feudalism. We need to get feudalism, and we can get it from the Manchu tribes. You can see here, Kamchadals is already acquiring it extraordinarily slowly. So, yeah, we'll have to figure out a way of getting it. But first, we must grow great and mighty and strong. So we should get on with that. I will begin by increasing our military so I can overwhelm the puny and pathetic nation of Kodent, while our great and glorious leader, Chief... I can't pronounce this. What is this? Chief Yechtagan Diluncha. My apologies if I got his pronunciation wrong, which I almost certainly have. His stats are extremely good because I might have restarted the game over and over until I got a good leader, because the tribe's leaders are randomized. But let's just keep that a secret between us two. We are still on Iron Man, I think. Okay, we are on Iron Man. I'll deal with this later. It says I'm logged out of Steam, but we'll sort that out. He is a great man, and like all great men, he looks out for himself among all others. He's an embezzler. I have absolutely no idea what he's embezzling. Deerskins, perhaps. But, yeah, this is who we are. Now, you might think that the obvious route of expansion would be to conquer these tribes, but well, we'll see what happens, but I have absolutely no desire to do that because they are all 3 development garbage. What use is that to me? I have much greater plans for them than mere conquest. We will also, as part of our opening moves, take these ships that we have and send them off into the vast, unexplored ocean. And we'll see why in a moment. We also have the ability to set our rival. So we will set our charming little neighbour of Kudint as our rival, and once we have our 2 units of spearmen, we will crush them, and crush them silly. I'm not going to make my leader into a general because he is extremely good and I don't want to risk him dying, so I will hire a great man of the realm, Karenchi Chachira. That is well, at least that name is easier to pronounce. Give me 1 second, I seem to have lost my pen. I'm going to write these names down because just to give this a little bit more historical flavour, all the provinces in Siberia, I think they're all pretty much Russian names and we don't like that, so we're going to rename them after the great men of our realm as and when they come. Kenchiri Kachea. He's actually pretty decent. He's got siege pip, which is nice, and 2 shock, so he's better than average at our ghoulish and grisly tech level. I mean, military tradition level. So we have some options for missions and decisions. We'll take our only mission, improve our prestige for admin points. Our religion is Tengri. We worship the great sky god. One of the advantages of the Tengri faith is you can choose a syncretic faith, basically another religion to adapt practices from, which gives you bonuses. However, you need to border a nation of a different faith to do that, and we don't have a nation of a different faith. So that's so much for that. We have national unrest and stuff, and we can choose some decisions, all of which none of this interests us at the moment. But that'll change in time. This religious sacrifices definitely seems interesting, but we might not keep this religion. I have other plans, other ambitions, and we will see what's going on. Hello, Knight0998. Hi, welcome to the chat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to this great and glorious game as Chavchuveny. We've just started out, so we are quite our power and strength is quite limited, but hopefully we'll change that soon. Now, you might ask yourself why I'm moving my ships out into the middle of nowhere, and the obvious answer is because I have no money and I have no use for ships. So I will see if we can sell ships to nations that do want them. I wonder if Yeren would take 3 galleys. Yeren, my friend, my buddy. He doesn't know we exist, but some guys have rocked up. No, some guys have rocked up on the coast and gone, hey buddy, want some galleys? Want some ships? Psst. Yeah, he'll buy 2 of them. So that's nice. And we'll keep sailing down. I think we can reach Jiangzhou. So let's see if he will buy 3 ships, or whether we'll have to. No, he might buy some galleys, but he doesn't have room for. He doesn't want transports, but he wants galleys. So let's see what he will give us. Wow, what a tight ass! You won't pay 20 ducats for our ships. Oh, hi, Knight. I will just call you Knight. This guy is a tight ass. This Yeren chappie. So I mean this Jiangzhou chappie. So I will just sell him 1 galley for 10 gold. Seeing as he will not give me anything more. Beep. And onwards we go. Yeah, we still have a few days before our extra regiment is ready, and then we will bulldoze Kudint for some glorious stuff. I should probably perhaps not be so cryptic about my ambitions. I'm not going to conquer Kudint. I am going to show strength. It's a new ability that you can choose against rivals, which gives you monarch points. And trust me, monarch points are far more valuable than 3 development at this stage in the game. No, I don't want to sell your province. You will not buy my entire navy. How about now? Sell the ships. Man. I'm not going to get 10 gold for 2 transports. That is far too low. So, how about that? No? Never mind, then I will sell you 1 measly little transport, I knew. Man, you are a cheap date. So, there we go. We're almost there. We've almost got our filled our coffers from this strange navy that we've acquired. I do not know why Chavchuveny starts with a navy at all, but Hey, it is what it is. Knight, my first idea is going to be exploration, because we have all this tundra to colonize. It is a very good way of cheating out, well, not cheating out, acquiring the colonialism institution, because you get it if you have colonial nations. If we're extremely lucky, we might even, the colonialism institution might spawn in Siberia, which would be funny, at the very least. Right, now what's Shiba? Mr. Doge, will you give us gold for galleys? Nobody wants my transports, but he does want galleys. Galley. Nope. Nope, maybe one galley? Come on, buddy. Help me out here. Yeah, there we go. And we'll see if Iswigi also wants ships. No, I'm not going to pick economic. Economic is it is tempting because we gain some stuff that we lack. Oh yes, I should try Korea. Thank you. Like the thing is, generally people get economic because if they want to go tall, economic gives minus 20% development cost, which generally is quite useful. But I would like to point out something here. Let's take Pengina. Pengina is glacial, which means you get plus 50% local development cost, and it is Arctic, which means it gets another plus 50% development cost, which basically means all the land in Siberia has from plus 70 to plus 100% development cost. And the bonus from economic, it's not multiplicative, it is additive, which means instead of like if you're developing in the Netherlands, economic will reduce the amount of monarch points you develop by 20%. But it'll actually reduce the amount of monarch points required for development in Siberia by a mere 10%, because it is only additive with the additional penalties we face, which essentially means the economic finisher is really not very good. The only other useful things are, inflation reduction is nice, but we won't be acquiring a lot of gold, so it won't be very useful for us. And the autonomy reduction is also nice, but it's very good, but it doesn't, in my opinion, justify an idea group. We can get autonomy change from improving our government type. So I'm very much going to pick more expansionist idea groups, exploration, followed perhaps by administrative, because of the monarch points are going to be in very short supply because of our need to develop institutions and tech up at the same time, as well as expanding. So the core cost reduction and the admin tech cost reduction are going to be extraordinarily useful for us. So I intend for admin to be my second idea group. Anyway, where were we? I was trying to sell things to people. Did I ever sell anything to Isugi? Oh man. Nobody wants transport ships. I will try Korea once we snake our way there. Maybe, we've already tried Shiba. Echu. Buddy, do you want to transport? Well, we'll find out soon. I don't have any diplomats. Yeah, colonies need money, but we can get money by expanding. Economic, it only increases like your tax base by 10%, which is very little. It is actually, when it comes to acquiring money, economic is pathetic. Trade is significantly more valuable in my opinion. But again, money isn't going to be our weak link. Monarch points are. I will eventually. Well, I was going to. I can't even reach Korea here, so I'll just sell my stuff to whoever the hell this guy is. Money is money. I don't care who gets it, or who gets our ships. And speak of the devil, we've just built our 6th regiment. So now let's humiliate Couldn't. Let's crush them. Let's burn their settlements and demand their oaths of fealty. Glory to Chavchuveny. Here we go. Declare war. Humiliate rival. Take Omolon. Glory to Chavchuveny. These pathetic weaklings will escape us. Well, that won't do. Man, they're just running away like cowards. Pathetic cowards. There. Oh. Okay, enough of this dance. We'll just siege their capital down. If they want to play hide and seek, we will just crush their settlement. He's a scaredy cat. He's not even going to run to our capital because he's worried about getting crushed by our army. So this will be a short and easy war. I should be... yes, I have lazy diplomats. Now that I've sold my ships, I should be building spy networks to improve my siege ability. So yeah, this will be a fun and interesting war. Once I slaughter these fools, I will be migrating my capital to Penjina, so I can then set Chukchi and Kamchadals as rivals. Yeah, I could wait to get them in a. Well, they're going to do it for me, so this is far superior. I was trying to get them into a lock, but ultimately, if they're going to just keep running away and let me siege down their provinces, then that's fine by me too. Then I don't have to waste manpower fighting them. However, they've chosen to attack me, which seems to be poor, considering their awful general. Yeah, they just got stack wiped. This is a very appropriate trait for our nation. Our general is a glory seeker. Glory to Chavchuveny. We get extra prestige from land battles. That is kind of pointless, but whatever. Now we can send some guys off of Omalon so we don't needlessly burn through our manpower. Knight, yes, you do need to be one province minor to migrate. I'm not actually going to conquer Cudit. I'm going to use the... I've used the humiliation casus belli, and this is rare, really. I've hardly ever used this casus belli, but in this rather unique situation, it is valuable. I'm going to do this. Show strength. Codent will lose 20 prestige. Chavchuveny will gain 100 of each monarch point. That is so incredibly valuable at this stage of the game, because we need to develop. High siege victory. Yes, so that is precisely what I'm doing. I'm not taking anything. I'm just showing my strength, showing the whole entire world to see how great and glorious Chavchuveny is. Glory to Chavchuveny. Now we need new rivals to destroy, and we don't have any at the moment. So once these guys are back from their glory conquests, I will move my province, and we will be able to acquire new rivals. Let's migrate to Penjina, but get extra monarch points. Boom, and the ability to acquire new rivals. Boom. Now you two aren't allied. I must be extraordinarily careful because there is a very high chance that I will become something of a common rival between Kamchadals and Trikchi, and then they will ally each other, and then it's 2-on-1, and that's rather difficult. So I'm just waiting right now for the game to basically update and realise that we have new rivals available to us, which sometimes takes a while. Come on, game. I need new rivals. Corruption. Corruption is one of the most common and frequent factors in political and economic life. Never in history has it been prominent than in times of feudal regimes. So we can... So because we're an embezzler, we can allow our chief to deal with any visible signs of corruption. So because we're skilled in the arts of corruption, we'll just sweep it under the rug and gain prestige instead of dealing with these. Lovely. Who knew corruption paid off? Come on, man. I need new rivals. Maybe in the new year it'll trigger. We will see. This is bizarre. It normally takes... Maybe if I send a diplomat around, it'll update the something or other. I absolutely should be able to set these guys as rivals now. Come on, I'm not stronger than either of you. Oh, this game is frustrating sometimes. Okay, I'm going to... This is silly. I should be able to set Chukchi and Kamchadals as rivals, so I'm going to restart the game. Hopefully that'll fix everything. So, be right back. I'll have another swig of this delicious elixir while I wait. So essentially, I'm farming monarch points because I would certainly need to brute force the Renaissance institution in my lands through development. And I will almost certainly also need to do that for feudalism. Actually getting a border province with Manchu will be difficult, particularly because it's if I move towards Manchu to acquire the feudalism institution, I won't be able to beat up my rivals. That being said, where are my rivals? I don't understand what's going on here. Maybe if I fabricate a claim. Hello? Hello? Well, this has kind of ruined my strategy. Every single time I've tried, I did a couple of test runs before I started recording, and I absolutely could set rivals. Is it because I am too powerful? Do I have too many armies? I highly doubt it. Yeah, but the thing is, I might be too strong, but our tech is the same. And our militaries, I have one more military than them. There we go! God, that took a while. Right. Now I've just lost my guy. I'll just make him mad, because I want this war to be over with quickly. Why did that take so long? Right, can we, yeah, now we can pick Chukchi, which I will do. So that was a kind of, that was depressing. That's kind of an entire year wasted waiting for these guys to stop being silly. Boom, boop, die. Yeah, Chukchi's announced this as a rival. These two might ally. There we go, stack wipe. Boom. Let's get this guy back. And then delete the merc. So here's the situation. Once I peace out with Kamchadals, there is a very high chance that Chukchi will ally with Kamchadals, which I might want. If I can attack the combined forces of Chukchi and Kamchadals, whilst Kamchadals is extremely weak, then I can wipe peace out Kamchadals, which will essentially reset the very long truce timer that we acquire from humiliating them. Anyway, that's a little bit complicated. It might not even work, but we'll see what happens. And let's replace that merc with a good and proper Chavchuveny patriot. Not some pathetic fool that fights for gold. So that was quick. Let's give me your strength. Boom! More monarch points. Now, do I wait for Chukchi and Kamchadals to ally? They might not even do so if they hate each other. What is your opinion of Kamchadals? Yeah, they like each other. They really should ally, considering I am a common rival. But if they I'm not going to leave it for too long. Nah, never mind. They didn't ally, so we will just humiliate them the old-fashioned way and acquire some monarch points. Hi, Sir Renato. My apologies. Is that Spanish? I don't speak Spanish, I'm afraid. So I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. But welcome to the chat, anyways. Hello. Yeah, I could have attacked Chukchi while I was in this war, but I did actually want them to ally, which they wouldn't have done whilst Kamchadals was at war. So yeah, that all happened. Ta-da! Let's get some guys home. We are losing money, hemorrhaging money, in fact, which is a bit sad. Oh, it's reggaeton. I do know what that is, and I've listened to it a few times. Sorry I didn't pick that up. But yes, this is an inspirational game. We will destroy the entire world with our Chavchuveny might. We have iron in our hearts and reindeer at our backs. And that is all one needs. One advantage of humiliating all these chappies in these wars is that we actually have over 50 power projection, which is amusing, to say the least. Right, we've won the siege. Let's show some strength. Get out of here. Ta-da! We now have 100 power projection. I can get my first colonist, Serenato, when I actually pick up exploration ideas. Speaking of that, that's actually a good point. I should be setting administrative focus to get that quickly. So yes, I would like to show everybody something. If we sort nations by power projection, we have the most power projection in the world. We, us, Chavchuveny, are projecting power more effectively than any nation we know of. Not Ming, not Barmanis, not the Oirad, no. Chavchuveny is the nation that all others fear. When can I migrate? I can't actually find out. Normally, natives that can migrate have a little tab here to show you, but because we have this kind of weird hybrid, we're natives, but not really. We don't have the option to see how long it takes for us to migrate. It'll be soon enough. Ooh, prestige. That's nice. In fact, I can pick the. Yeah, I'm gonna boost my stability, and get this religious sacrifices thing on the go to improve my prestige. And also introduce a vision quest, because I would very much like to actually acquire 50 prestige for our mission to gain 100 admin points. Oh, thanks for the follow, Sarah Latte. That makes me very happy. Thank you. And now we have the option of taking up, but without institution penalty, it is punitive to do so. I will make sure that my military tech is contemporary with my rivals, but other than that, I don't really want to tech up. Although now the Renaissance has happened, so our tech costs are going to become even worse over time. And feudalism there is no hint of it in this peninsula yet. What to do? Well, I'll take this admin tech and this military tech, because I need to tech up to tech 5 for colonists anyways, and this is just going to get more expensive over time. There we go, we can migrate now. So let's go to Gijiga for some extra money points. I'm also thinking, if I snake my way to Oktosk, which will take me about 10 years, I will be able to get the feudalism province from Yeren, which will be nice. I've set my maintenance to 0 because there is no threat of attack. I have a truce with everybody. My truce with Kudint runs out in 10 years, so this might be a slow 10 years because there's literally nothing I can do in terms of warfare. I guess I might as well. I'll queue up a couple of barks to make some trade monies. Speaking of trade, we have a lazy merchant, so send him to collect in the Girin node. We currently have 7%, 8% now of the trade power here. So we have no trade power in a terrible node. Yeah, we're not making any money through trade. What to do? Nobles demand privileges. Use prestige or gain unrest. I will gain the national unrest because I have one province. Oh, brilliant! An extra monarch points. Happy Christmas, Stone Arthur. Yeah, you go for the Aztec invasion. I actually have a save game running where I'm doing that. It's really fun and fulfilling. Apart from there's like a very frustrating gap, like about a 50-year gap, where once you reform your religion, but you're waiting for the colonists. But after that, it's very enjoyable, crushing the Euro scum. Euro trash. So these guys allied each other yet? They still have no allies, which is interesting enough. Usually when I migrate away from from my rivals, I lose the ability to rival them because we have uncolonized land between us. So far this isn't the case, so that's nice. We'll see if that holds. I guess what can I do with my diplomats? Guess I'll make Yeren like me. Hey buddy, I know you don't know I exist, but do you want to be friends? I will spy on my neighbours. I will scheme and plot against them, against the foolish, puny fools of Kudint. We've actually acquired another unit, which is interesting enough. Do they? Sometimes these tribes will very rarely they'll develop their province, which would be nice because what is theirs will soon be mine. So, meh. Wow, more rigorous researchers. We are close to getting our colonist on the go. We're a zealot. We are a corrupt zealot. Lovely. That missionary strength is worthless. Try improving with Korea. I guess I could. Knight, you're very happy. You're very obsessed about Korea. They're kind of they're nowhere near me. They can't help me at all in any of my wars, and they would never ever ally with me because the distance between borders is so great. There isn't really much value in making Korea like me. The reason I'm making Yeren like me is because I need to be on friendly terms with them to leech the feudalism institution from their province. This is interesting now. I have the option of acquiring colonialism, Well, I will in 1 month. Ta-da! However, if I do so, if I start colonizing, I won't be able to migrate towards Yeren, and I will not be able to acquire the feudalism institution. So what I'm actually going to do, I will get exploration ideas, and I will get this colonist. And I will set my policy of repression, because it is the only way of getting global settler increase this stage in the game. But I'm going to wait until I migrate one more time, and then I will start colonizing. That is my plan, at least, because then gets me a bit closer to Yeren. There we go. To Tusk. So I need to wait until 1461. It's really frustrating, because if Tusk is one sea province away from Yeren, so I can acquire feudalism. If I move to Tusk and develop it, I'll get feudalism very quickly. But that requires waiting 5 years. Man, what to do? Yeah, screw it. I will colonize. I don't have the money, though, for colonization. Colonists cost 2 gold ducats a month. So, okay, I take that back. I can't even afford a colony at the moment. I will need to develop my province to afford a colonist. Hi, Boom! Welcome to the chat. Yes, I will need a colonist, money to afford a colonist, and for money I will need to develop. But I would very much like to develop a province when it will acquire me an institution, and that will not happen if I develop Tusk. Reputation tarnished, I will lose stability. Losing stability as a tribe is not very painful, because it is so cheap to gain again because of our government form and rank.